Why does emotional blackmail work so well? The answer is simple. It does not attack your body. It attacks your emotions. It makes you feel that saying no will hurt someone you care about. It makes you believe that protecting yourself is the same as being selfish. Over time, these thoughts become so strong that you stop making decisions for yourself. You start making them to avoid guilt, fear, or conflict. Psychologists often explain emotional blackmail through three powerful feelings. The first is fear. You fear losing the relationship. You fear making someone angry. You fear being rejected or abandoned. Because of that fear, you choose the safer path even when it hurts you. The second feeling is guilt. The other person makes you believe that their sadness, anger, or disappointment is your fault. You begin carrying emotional weight that does not belong to you. The third feeling is obligation. You feel that you must always help, always agree, and always put the other person's needs first. Together, fear, guilt, and obligation become a powerful trap. Kind and responsible men are often the easiest targets. They care deeply about the people around them. They want to keep their promises. They want to be dependable. A manipulative person sees these qualities as an opportunity. They know you will think twice before saying no. Instead of respecting your kindness, they begin using it to get what they want. Emotional dependence makes the problem even worse. The more you depend on someone's approval, the easier it becomes for them to influence your choices. You begin asking yourself, will they still like me if I refuse? Or what if they leave me? These thoughts make it harder to stand your ground. Instead of trusting your own judgment, you start chasing someone else's acceptance. Many men ignore the early warning signs because the manipulation feels small at first. One guilt trip does not seem like a big deal. One silent treatment seems easy to forgive. One emotional outburst feels like a bad day. But when it happens again and again, it is a pattern. The biggest danger is that emotional blackmail slowly becomes normal. You stop noticing how often you apologize. You stop asking what you want because you are too busy managing another person's emotions. Without realizing it, you lose your freedom one small decision at a time. The truth is that healthy relationships are built on respect, not pressure. They allow honest conversations, different opinions, and personal boundaries. Emotional blackmail replaces respect with control. It makes love feel like a reward you have to earn instead of something that is freely given. In the next part, you will discover the most common tactics emotional manipulators use every day. Once you recognize these tactics, you will see why so many stay trapped in unhealthy relationships without even knowing they are being controlled. How can you recognize emotional blackmail before it takes control? Look at the tactics, not just the words. Emotional manipulators often use the same methods. They want you to feel responsible for their emotions so that you do what they want. One of the most common tactics is guilt tripping. They say things like, "After all I've done for you," or "I guess you don't care about me." Their goal is not to solve the problem. Their goal is to make you feel guilty until you change your decision. Another common tactic is playing the victim. No matter what happens, they always present themselves as the one who has been hurt. Soon you stop talking about your own feelings because every conversation becomes about their pain. Your needs slowly disappear. The silent treatment is another powerful form of emotional blackmail. Instead of talking, they suddenly stop speaking to you. They ignore your messages. They act as if you do not exist. They know that silence makes many people uncomfortable. They hope you will apologize to end the tension. Some manipulators use threats instead of silence. They may say, "If you really loved me, you would do this." They simply suggest that they will leave or withdraw their love if you do not give in. They make you believe relationship depends on obedience. Another tactic is making you responsible for their happiness. "You are the only person who can make me happy." At first, this may sound like love, but over time, it becomes a heavy burden. You begin believing their well-being depends on your choices. The reason these tactics work is because they are repeated. One guilt trip may not seem serious, but a pattern changes how you think. Healthy relationships do not need guilt or fear to survive. When someone uses these tactics, they are protecting their control over you. In the next part, you will learn the warning signs that show emotional blackmail is affecting your confidence and your peace of mind. One of the biggest warning signs is that you constantly feel guilty. You feel guilty for saying no or for taking time for yourself. Healthy people may disagree with your choices, but they do not make you feel guilty simply for having boundaries. Another warning sign is that you become afraid to say no. Before answering, you start thinking about how the other person will react. Instead of asking yourself what is right, you ask yourself how to avoid upsetting them. Fear begins making your decisions instead of your values. Many men also start ignoring their own needs. You put your plans aside and cancel things that matter to you. At first, it feels like kindness. But over time, it becomes emotional exhaustion. Keep giving, but you never feel appreciated. Another common sign is that you feel like you are walking on eggshells. You worry that one wrong sentence will start another argument. Instead of feeling safe in the relationship, you feel tense. You are always waiting for the next emotional reaction. As this continues, your confidence slowly disappears. Stop trusting your own judgment. You begin asking for permission. This is exactly what emotional blackmail does. It makes you depend on someone else's approval instead of trusting your own mind. Every healthy relationship requires compromise. Both people listen. Both people respect each other's boundaries. Emotional blackmail is different. One person keeps giving, while the other keeps demanding. One person's feelings matter, while the others are ignored. The good news is that once you recognize these signs, you can begin taking back control. Awareness is the first step toward freedom. The moment you stop believing that you are responsible for someone else's emotions, their control begins to weaken. No matter how long it has been happening, you can break the cycle. You must recognize you are not responsible for managing another's emotions. You are responsible for your actions and choices, but you are not responsible for making everyone happy all the time. The next step is to set clear boundaries. A boundary is not a punishment. It is simply a limit that protects your peace of mind. If someone asks you to do something that hurts your well-being, you have the right to say no. A calm and respectful no is enough. Strong men also learn to stay calm during emotional pressure. Manipulator often wants a quick reaction out of fear or guilt. Instead of reacting immediately, take a moment to think. Ask yourself, am I saying yes because I want to, or because I am afraid? When your confidence comes from your values and your actions, manipulation loses its power. You stop chasing acceptance. Real love gives you the freedom to be yourself. It does not force you to earn affection through constant sacrifice. Before you leave, ask yourself, how many of your decisions were made because you wanted to, versus because you felt guilty or afraid? Kindness and loyalty are strengths, but they should never be used against you. The strongest men care without giving away their freedom. The moment you trust your judgment and protect your boundaries, you begin taking your life back. That is real emotional strength.